Sorry, you guys. The camera cut off. But anyway, so like I was saying, so me and Samsung started talking, whatever, on the phone, on three-way, me and all my friends, whatever. And the friend that, our friend that he was so-called supposed to be seeing, she had a man with her. She had a baby daddy, and he was living with her. And she had like other boyfriends, so it was nothing serious, whatever. But he was just bringing up like what was going on with them and woo woo woo. And one day he went over there and like her mom busted her out, whatever. Woo woo. So he's like, no, he's straight on, hooking up with her, but he'll still talk to us and whatever, yeah, yeah. So we just was like talking to him, and then I would never forget. It was that one night. My usual friend that was on three-way with us got tired, whatever, and she was like, "Yeah, let me call y'all back, whatever." Woo, woo. I was like, "Okay," and he was like, something was like, "Can I call you, whatever?" Woo, woo. I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Let's chit chat." So me and him was chit chatting. We were online, just talking about stuff and celebrities, and then we talked to like five, like it was like 11, 12, and then we talked all the way like 5, 6 in the morning. And then he was like, dang, it's late, I'll talk to you later, whatever, right? And then later that day he called me again, like around like 2, 3. We talked again to like 4 or 5 in the morning. And every single day he was calling me, and we were just talking and talking. And then we started getting close. And then we started talking about personal stuff like relationships and stuff. And then we started, flirting a little over the phone. And then he was like, hey, I'm gonna come, like, stop and see you. And so him and his brother, like, stopped over and to see me, whatever. And then we just kept talking and talking. And then he was like, what would you do if I told you, like, I liked you? Or started having feelings for you? Would you consider talking to me even though at first you and my brother was flirting? And then I was like, well, you're really attractive. And he was. He was very attractive. But, he was talking to another one of my friends. So I wasn't looking at him. And then I was like, well, you're really attractive. But you were talking to another one of my friends, so I wasn't really, thinking about you in that light. And I was like, I don't know, I guess you would have to just bring it up and we'll have to see what goes on from there. I was like, but, even if your brother don't mind, still, my friend, I don't know what goes on in her head. I don't know how, that would turn out. It was like, if I was willing to give it a chance, would you? And I was like, well, are you trying to tell me something? Or are you just asking me to be asking me? I'm like, what's like the bottom line, whatever, right? And I was pretty bold back in those days, so I wasn't really a shy girl. And so I'm like, do you have something you just want to just tell me? I'm like, don't be around the bush, go and tell me, whatever, right? And he busted up, was like, I really like you, I'm gonna give it a shot, whatever. And we were talking, and then I'm like, I don't wanna like cause problems with me and my friend because she's been around since I was a kid. I'm like, if that makes her uncomfortable, whether she had another boyfriend or whatever, still, you were talking to her at some point. Even if you guys never did anything sexually or anything still. And he was like, we just changed the phone numbers and I went to her house a few times. And I said, he was like, but if she says it's okay, would you? And think about it, I guess the right thing would have just been just to say no. No. Instead of all the headache and everything I went through. But I said yes. And then I did ask my friend. And she was like, hell, I wasn't serious about it. He was fine, whatever. But I got my baby daddy, he lives with me, and I got boyfriends, whatever. It didn't work out. Plus, he was acting shady, whatever. But I mean, if you want to talk to him, you go right ahead. It's nothing serious, I like talking to different guys, which was right for her. She just like talking to a variety of guys and getting their phone numbers, whatever. And I still should have just said no, like looking back on that, regardless to what, because at some point they really were flirting. But she said yeah, and then like I was talking to him every day and I was feeling really close to him. And I guess a part of me deep down wanted him too. So we started talking, and then I let him know. She said it was okay, whatever, woo, woo. And let me teach y'all guys a lesson. Always leave the middleman out. Do not have your friends on the phone with y'all on three-way. Do not do it with none. I don't care how close they are. Don't ever do it. I had my other friend that was usually on three-way with us on the phone sometimes, and you know I was still telling her things about our relationship. Keep your friends out of your relationship. Trust me, it's just bull crap. Don't have them where they like know each other, where they can call your friend up, yeah, it's such and such over your house. Y'all, don't do it at all. Leave your friends out of your relationship, period. If he needs to call you, he can call your cell phone, or even if you're calling your mom's house. But don't have him call your friend. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't care if it's a cousin. Just don't do that at all. It's just not even worth it. But I wanted to make a really long story short. I started going to his house, and then we got intimate. And it was amazing, y'all. It was like 2-3 hours. It was so amazing. Like, I just lost my mind. Like, I was with him like so much, and he was like bringing me cards with roses, and it wasn't no birthday or no holiday. I felt like I had a real boyfriend. But the thing was that we were seeing each other, but we didn't make it official. And so he was like, let's make this official. Right when I was thinking about making it official, you know, and I was still telling my friend like everything that was going on. Why the friend that dated, that was like flirting with him, that he was supposed to be originally dating, called my phone, was like, yeah, I have a problem with you two seeing each other. Really? After like hitting like almost like 4 or 5 months later? I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? So me and him was like, this went on like 2-3 months, right? You call me 2-3 months later in the middle of our seeing each other, telling me no, you don't want us making anything official because yeah, you have a problem with it if you see him and have feelings for him. I'm like, thinking to myself, what? She hardly ever talked to him. She had like 3-4 other boyfriends plus her baby daddy was living with her. She saw him probably like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, what? You didn't even spend that much time with him. You didn't even talk to him. And I'm like, why didn't you just tell me this in the beginning? Why do you wait till me and him get intimate and all this? But you know what? At the same time, it's like a true friend wouldn't do that to you, though. You know what I'm saying? Let you go that far. Like, really, I shouldn't did it. But at the same time, she really shouldn't waited like 3-4 months for her to make up her mind to tell us not to make that official, because what if she see him and she want him back or something? So when she played me like that, I should have been done with my relationship with her. And I don't know, I just didn't make things wise decisions, you know? And then I told him, like, I was honest with him, told him everything. He was like, I don't give a damn what she thinks. If you want me to stay away from the group, ooh, I will. And he like put it there like, I'll stop talking to all of them. And I guess at some point they were calling him because they would call me like, have you talked to him? He hasn't called me. Ooh. And I'm thinking like, why should he be calling you if he's supposed to be seeing me? Ooh, ooh. And they were like, my friend's like, it's been really distant. And I knew from right then that, you know, they knew me and him had talked, you know. I don't know if per se I can't prove that he didn't bring it up or what. But I guess I should have, since I had already got intimate with him, I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I let it go and kept seeing him since I had already slept with him? It was too late. But you know, y'all leave me comments what y'all think. But However, it got ugly, whatever, right? Because I wanted to keep the relationship between me and him. I didn't want them knowing anything, right? And he was like, I'm starting to feel like I'm your little secret to where we can't tell them that we're dating. And then I started feeling like, why should we have to tell them squat? You know, whatever going on between me and him needed to stay between me and him, whatever, right? And he was like, I feel like I'm being two-faced because I'm still talking to them. Woo woo. But you know, I didn't want to come out and say, yeah, stay away from them. You know, I felt like that wasn't my place to say, yeah, stay away from them. But at the same time, like, you shouldn't be talking to them no way. You're seeing me. And it's like I don't feel comfortable about my man, you know, talking to my friends like that over the phone and stuff. But at the same time, you're like, I'm thinking to myself, well, we're not supposed to be seeing each other, so you can't say that. And it was like a really uncomfortable state. And then we started arguing, and he was like, well, if we're not going to be official and move on to a real serious relationship, then I have to let you go. And so then we're like, okay, like, I think it's just we should be friends, and then let it go, whatever, right? Then he meets another one of our friends that went to school with us. He starts seeing her. I knew who she was, though, right? Why every time, like, I told, like, the friend that was on three-way with us, I would tell her everything. Like, me and her was friends longer than anybody, okay? And I told her everything, and let me tell you what she does. I go to her house, and he's over there, too. And he constantly, every time I went over to her house, he was there. And it's like she knew everything that was going on, and it's like she didn't care. She had both of us over in the same room, and I'm like, she didn't even tell me to come be there or anything. And she was like, I didn't know, he just dropped on by, and yada yada. And then his brother called me like, yeah, you know, she's been saying things behind your back. She is flirting with him herself. I'm like, wow. And I was so tea, but I held my temper, whatever, right? And the other girl, even the one that he was originally supposed to be seeing, whatever, her mom even had called my house at a point in time talking to my mom, and my mom told me to, like, you know, stay away from him and yada yada yada. And so her mom told all of us that we should stay away from him, but he was still going over to that friend house that would be on the three-way with us, whatever, right? And I was so y'all, like, I almost had tears every time I looked up. He was there, and I was like hurting so bad because me and him had separated, and it was like the first person that I ever really truly had feelings for. And me and him was talking about like leaving and going to New York, and he was in media like I was, and he was just, we were like talking about doing so much stuff. And it was like I was so hooked on him, and then to constantly see him, it was like crazy. I was like losing my mind and felt like I needed space. So I just like cut myself off from everybody for like a couple months. And then he finally got the nerve and called by myself like, why did you like stop talking to me? You just like stop talking to everybody and woo woo. And he wouldn't stop calling my phone. And every time I looked up, there he was. And I just started being distant from everybody. And like time to time, like when I see him, he still stayed with that girl, and they ended up having like 2 kids together, whatever. And then at some point they separated, but they were together for a good couple years, 2-3 years. And like when I finally would come around, whatever, I just felt trapped because they were all like, yeah, we spoke to him some, and yeah. Finally, I grew a brain and just stayed away from everybody. And everybody like separated anyway. And so it was crazy. I went through like a lot of drama with him. Like him just showing up places. And then a couple times I did make a mistake. Like we sat around drinking or something, and then he walk up to me, pulling me to the side and kissing on me, and I'm like, oh my God. And finally, I moved away from Illinois and just got away from all that. But like y'all, like seriously, there was a bunch of drama in there. Like with him just calling, and I got my heart like broken like so bad. I had cried, like seriously cried. Like me and him was like making love like it was like almost every day and almost every weekend. And it's just like since then I have never had anybody that I felt that sexually attracted to. Swear to God, y'all. That's been the only guy I ever felt that close to where I felt like I could tell him everything. I can just felt like I needed him and I needed him to be around. And he's the only guy that I felt like I can talk to for hours and hours like that. Just crazy. If it was like the typical guy right now, we would not be talking that many hours. It was just something about him was completely different. And then I started to hear things, but you never know what you hear is true. But just at the same time, I don't really feel like those people are really lying, I guess, in some aspects. But I know he's changed a little. I heard his brother complaining on him a little, and I heard about his mom. I had talked to her a while ago, but she was complaining on him a little too. So, but people change and things happen. But like that was like, y'all, that was the only real serious relationship I've really been in. And that was so many years ago. And I've tried dated like a few guys, but y'all, I've never bumped into anybody I've ever truly cared about. Not since that guy. And it's like really crazy. I know he's out there somewhere, and I know once I get on my feet and get a real career job, I know I'm gonna find him. I know he's there. But I don't know, at the time right now, it's like I'm still trying to find myself. And as my ex-spouse, it's like I don't want to be alone either. But it's like if you can't love who you are, then no one else is either. And I think about that too. Think about just my years when I was 18. I loved who I was. Even if I was having problems, struggling with my weight, whatever, I still loved that person I saw in the mirror. I just wanted better for her. That's it. And now it's like, man, I don't know what I want to do. I hate myself. I hate this person I'm looking at in the mirror at times. And it can just be really confusing. Other times I'm like, I can do this. I feel really motivated. And then it's like other times, like, I hate her. I know I can do this, but I'm struggling to do things. And it's just, man, at times I wish I was somebody else. And it's just, I struggle with that and trying to be just, I have this painted picture of the person that I want to be and how I want to look. And it's like I haven't been, until I get there, I can't be happy about, my situation. And I don't know, it's just, I know you have to plan, and there's nothing wrong with planning for the future, but you also have to appreciate what's in front of you. And these are things that I battle with and try to work on. And I guess if you have that going on with your life, then I guess you have to take care of yourself first and get yourself straight first before you move on to committed to relationships. And at the same time, I think you hear all those beautiful stories where beautiful guy walk into this girl's life and they talk and then things change, but at the same time, hey, it's the movies and whatever else, that person got lucky. And you never know. You've seen the beautiful part and hearing the beautiful stories, but you never know what's behind the scenes either. So I guess in Instagram too is like, oh my God, the inner evil. Every time you look on Instagram and you see all these great people that lost like all this weight and it's just looking all good, but you're not seeing the actual journey of the struggles and everything else. All you're seeing is, man, they lost 200-300 pounds. They look like they got a tummy tuck, but it's not. It's natural. And you're seeing all this like, yeah, I gotta have this tummy tuck. Or you see these people with these tummy tucks and they diet and exercise and get down to that real small weight. All you're seeing is this beauty and this glamour, but you're not seeing everything else. And not everybody is gonna be 100% honest when they're on these social medias, and that too, when you looking at it, you just be like, man, I know this is real. This person lost all this weight and they're so happy and they got this fiance and all this, and you're sitting by yourself. embarrassed about, to show your arms or your stomach because you lost so much weight and you got all this loose skin, and you see everybody else looking all perfect. It can be very distracting. It's hard to say, stop looking at other people's journeys. Every YouTuber try to support each other with that, with telling you don't look at somebody else's journey, but it's so seductive because every time you get on social media, that is the first thing you look at is somebody else's journey. Somebody that had weight loss surgery, and everybody is hot on posting those weight loss journeys all over social media, and it's like, it's so seductive looking at you like, man, I'm gonna fast and starve myself for 30 days, and you just want to do it, and then you go through the struggles of trying to do it, and then it just sometimes make the situation worse because you sit there and you're like, I want to starve myself, but I can't, and I'm sitting here starving, and then that's when you eat more, and then you get even bigger. So it's just like you have to find out what's best for you. You need to work on you first, and that's like pretty much where I am, just trying to work on me first so I can move on, so I can do better. And when I was talking to my nutritionist, she was like, diets are good. And yeah, they help you lose weight when you do them right. But diets is not supposed to be permanent. It's supposed to get you there, get you your goals, help you out to make healthier, wiser choices on what you're eating. But this is not permanent. This is not something you're supposed to be permanently doing for the rest of your life. This is supposed to be temporary. So you can get healthy and get to your goals and look and see what you did wrong to why you got there. And just be careful and not deprive yourself from McDonald's and Taco Bell. Just eat these things in moderation. And it's been like, since I had this weight loss surgery, it's been like, oh my God, I can never have McDonald's. And sometimes that really depresses me looking at my journey, just thinking that I will never be able to pick up a burger makes me pick up McDonald's even more. And it's crazy. Just so much been going through my head on a daily basis, y'all. Like, this weight loss journey has just been so stressful. And then you look at it like, man, they lost like 40, 50 pounds in 1 month. Man, I gotta do that. I gotta lose my 40, 50 pounds in 1 month. And then you get aggravated when you don't lose that weight. So much, y'all. Just so much that I have to just say, just crazy. My head is just like going in circles. Like, just thinking about, even like that night, that guy's like, my head was like, man, this was good, but you're not somebody I was in love with, man. If it just can be somebody I'm in love with. And at times I just miss Samson. Like, just thinking about, like, man, I had somebody that I thought cared about me or I thought was love, and it's like, it's gone. And at times thinking about that, just like laying there after like me and the guy got intimate, I almost had tears. I'm like, man, if only I had that special somebody in my life. And it did make me feel satisfied. I felt like even more lonesome. I'm like, man, where's this perfect guy to sweep me off my feet and make all this hurt and pain and suffering and telling me I'm beautiful how I am and I don't have to lose any more weight? Like, where's that guy? Where's the guy that makes me feel like I don't have to be as rich as Beyonce? Where is he? So, a lot of emotions, just a lot of things been going on with me, so I really haven't been posting any videos. Just feeling like, man, I have to lose all this weight to do my video. Guys, it's been crazy. But I'm not going to make this a really long video. You guys leave me some comments. I'm going to leave my social media, everything down below. You guys let me know. Comment down below if you guys want to maybe do, like, customize our own, like, challenge on here. I am going to post that YouTuber that's doing the actual challenge. I'm going to post it down below so y'all can click on there and check and see when the actual challenge itself is going to start. But you guys let me know if you want to do like an actual challenge. I'm going to do some research this weekend, so by Monday definitely. And be checking on Instagram, like, send me subscribe and everything. Look on Instagram. I'm going to post on Instagram when I'm starting the challenge and everything on there. You guys just look out for me. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't want to hold you up. So happy belated Merry Christmas and New Year's. You guys thumbs up if you like this video. And I will see you guys at my next vlog. Bye.